owners of the Animal Flower Cave attraction and restaurant, Sue and Manuel Ward, introduced several initiatives in an effort to stay afloat amidst the COVID-19 pandemic. One of them is the farm-to-table concept, which started with a pet goat.
We have about 380 sheep. It all began with one goat who was an orphan that we took on as a pet, and then we got some more goats to be his friend, and from there we got a sheep to be their friend, and then when the goats used to walk off and leave the sheep, we then ended up getting more sheep to be friends for the other sheep, and so that's how it all began. And then they started breeding, and now we have about 380 sheep, which is a lot of sheep. So then, of course, as we have a restaurant, we decided to utilize that, and we now have the lamb meat used in the restaurant. We have a lamb stew, and we also have a frozen range of food that people can take home and just put in the freezer. And there's a shepherd's pie and a lamb curry and a lamb stew, so we utilize our own meat, which is all organic, free range. We have shepherds who walk them on the cliffs twice a day, so they're well cared for and looked after.
We saw the potential in being a farm to table environment, so that we would grow the meat here and we could serve it right here inside the restaurant. Because a lot of Bajans like local lamb, and then you try to introduce it to the foreigners when they come. And I think Barbados spends something like, I think it's supposed to be 3 million or so a year or more in imported lamb from New Zealand. Okay. So if we could capitalize on that market. But the only way that makes sense for me to do it is that I sell the meat in the restaurant. If I was to raise those lambs to sell them to A1 and sell just in the market, what you're getting for animal is not worth it. It's costing me money. So if they want to really make a business out of the lamb in Barbados, they have to look at the prices. I can't afford to sell at $7 a pound a butchered animal. It costs me more than that to raise it.
The Wards are using the scenic St. Lucie venue to book artistic camps doing things such as tie-dye and painting. They are also exploring options to make and sell bright products from aloe vera or operating a snack shop on site. They hope to stay afloat until tourism rebounds, but the threat of closure continues to hang over their heads.
It's a daily fear we live with. We have loans that we borrowed to renovate this, which we started 7 years ago, and we're only halfway through that debt repayment. So obviously there's always that thought in the back of your mind. You know, we've done all this personally. This business was my husband's grandfather's back from 1927, and it's always been in the Ward family. We're the third generation, and we'd love to be here for more generations to come, but obviously, you know, we borrowed money against our land and our business and our home to do renovations that we did, and everything was going great when COVID wasn't around. But now, of course, things are different, and repayment of debt is always at the back of your mind. So everyone's working with us so far. Obviously, everyone realizes that no one's in a position right now to be paying back big debts. And as long as people continue to work with those in tourism to sustain us through this, we should come through okay. But obviously, it's something as a business owner, and it's our home. This is our land. This is home. We live right here too. It's a big worry, obviously, for all of us.
The Wards were speaking during a tour of the Animal Flower Cave by Minister of Tourism Senator Lisa Cummings as part of the Barbados Circumference initiative earlier this week.